Hey gang, first thing I'd like to do is thank Rusty K's Rad Rod's Garage for the shout out. They're phenomenal. I went to bed that night having 3 or 4 subscribers, and I woke up with 17, and the next day I had 36. I'm totally I'm amazed. I appreciate it. It was really nice of you. Also, Dr. Cranky, a shout out to you. You were my second subscriber. My first subscriber was my wife, and you were number 2. But I appreciate all the information that you gave me about painting and the comments. You know, I painted for a number of years, mostly off and on, just doing motorcycles and a few race cars and a couple of cars for my friends and stuff. And you know, when you don't do it for a while, you forget the basics. And the basics are, you know, you soak everything down, and you make sure that you have the proper equipment, you know, like masks and gloves and before the Tyvek suits, I remember we used to paint in coveralls. You'd take a coverall, or a pair of coveralls, and you'd take them in a shower and you'd soak them down and wring them out, let them dry for maybe about 15-20 minutes, then throw them on. Put your gloves on, tape off your wrists, put your mask on, your paint sock, and you go to town. And like rule number 1 is most dirt and debris that ends up in your paint it comes from you. It's primarily a product of what you're doing. If the ground is not damp, or if you have crap on your clothes, like I wear the same damn sweatshirt that I sanded with, that I painted with on the 66, and it came out. Well, you guys saw it. It wasn't too pretty, but anyway, I appreciate the help, and I also appreciate all my subscribers. Holy smoke! There's Todd H from Lugnuts Garage, Brian Sanders, Big Will, Scott Schreier, Big Sal 29, Jeff's Model Garage, Big Eddie 1231, Thomas Soltis, Open Exhaust Manifolds, Marcos Fernandez Nanita, Doug Burden, Steen Larson, Rambler 69, Old Tom, I've been watching you for a while. Fast Jimmy 71, appreciate the subscription. Lazy Eye Modeler, you know, and everybody else. I haven't been able to get to all of them. You know, this making videos, the hardest part is keeping up with the people that are subscribed to you and the comments that people leave. It's a big job, and I really appreciate everything that everybody's written. So anyway, with that all said and done, we're going to get to work on this one, and I'm going to show you how I did the distributor on the 66, and with that being said, we're on. That's that. Well, alright, that wasn't too bad. For the boots, spark plug boots, I'm using this. And what this is, it was a shrink tubing. I think it was 1/8 inch, 3/32, somewhere on there. Anyway, you heat it up and it shrinks down to a certain size. Well, it didn't shrink down far enough, so what I did is I took my torch and I heated it up and I stretched it and just kept on going like this until I got this diameter. And it's I don't know if you can see it, but it's pretty darn small. But it fits. Let me get my visor on here so I can see what the hell I'm doing. But they just barely fit. Holy crap, I still can't see. Hang on. See that? That fits really nice on there. And I'll cut them maybe a 1/16 of an inch long. And yeah, let me show you what that's gonna look like. So what I'll do is I'll cut them and put each one on each wire, and then I'll when I trim them, cut them to length for the spark plugs. We'll stick them in there. We'll put them in and we'll leave them stick out maybe just about. I'll push it in maybe leave me a 1/16 of an inch, maybe a little less. Glue them on and then put them in. Lost the motive. And put them in. See how close I can get. Put them in here where the spark plugs go. So that's half the wiring job done. Wasn't too bad. A little tedious. I probably could have sanded down the distributor a little bit more. In fact, in a couple of places, I think you probably saw when I was drilling it, I was off just a little bit, and that's because the tip of it was so small that the drill bit wandered a little bit. So anyway, so if I sanded them down a little more, because they're tapered, it would have made a wider area for me to drill into. And I finally ended up cleaning them out with a pin vise anyway. But I used a number 79 wire, 79 drill to drill those out with, and that's just about the right size. It came out okay though. You know, we'll see. We'll trim these up and slip these on, and probably the other half of the engine wiring is going to be probably another video. Anyway, thanks for watching.